Good morning, students. In the last video, I explained about phenol. Its special reactions. They are Riemer-Tiemann reaction and Kolbe reaction. So, Kolbe reaction meant for the preparation of salicylic acid from phenol and carbon dioxide. But by Riemer-Tiemann reaction, we can prepare salicylaldehyde from phenol, chloroform and sodium hydroxide, and salicylic acid from phenol, carbon tetrachloride and sodium hydroxide. Like this I explained with mechanisms what there is a Kolbe reaction and Riemer-Tiemann reaction. Next topic, there is ethers. Today we will study regarding ethers. So ethers, these are also group of organic compounds represented by general formula ROR dash. ROR dash. The molecules or compounds which are represented by general formula ROR dash are said to be ethers. They are called ethers. But they are the derivatives of hydrocarbon. Example, CH4 methane, C6H6 benzene, CH4 methane. These are hydrocarbons. Then replace hydrogen atom of alkane or hydrogen atom of hydrocarbon. There is a aromatic hydrocarbon benzene by OR group. OR group. That is called alkoxy group. Right? Alkoxy group. And even OAR group. Aryl oxy group. This is aryl oxy, it is alkoxy. This H atom replaced by what? Alkoxy or aryl oxy. Therefore, C6H5OR, C6H5OAR, CS3OR, CS3OAR. Therefore, these two R groups, they may be different or same. They may be different or same. Next, see the definition of what? Ethers. Group of organic compounds are represented by general formula ROR dash, and they are considered as the derivative of hydrocarbons and are obtained by replacing hydrogen atom by alkoxy group or aryl oxy group. Alkoxy group or aryl oxy group. Okay. I will study some examples and classification. If R groups are same, CS3O CS3, both sides written methyl methyl. Now it is said to be what? Symmetrical ether. If R groups are same on both sides of that oxygen, that is said to be symmetrical ether. Then CH3O C2H5, ethyl methyl ether, dimethyl ether. But ethyl methyl ether, that is called mixed ether or unsymmetrical ether. Mixed ether or unsymmetrical ether. Unsymmetrical ether. And symmetrical ether also said to be simple ether. Simple ether. This is a mixed ether. Mixed ether. So we can classify ethers into two types. They are simple ethers and mixed ethers, or symmetrical ethers and unsymmetrical ethers. Okay. May get in one more question. Give an example of unsymmetrical ether. So we can write this one, ethyl methyl ether, or even you can write anisole. Compound anisole. Then formula of this C6H5OCH3 is called anisole. Correct? And this compound belongs to unsymmetrical ether, methyl phenyl group. Therefore, it is said to be unsymmetrical ether. If both sides of that oxygen linked by same group, it is what there is said to be symmetrical ether or simple ether, and if they are different, then it is called unsymmetrical ether. Okay. General formulas and examples you have to practice under ethers. Okay. Next, now see it. If read formulas like ROH, HOH. So ethers also considered as the derivatives of alcohol or water. These are obtained by replacing again hydrogen atoms. In case of alcohol, H atom of hydroxy group replaced by RRAR. Alkyl group or aryl group. ROR. Therefore, these are the ethers are the derivatives of alcohol obtained by replacing hydrogen atom of hydroxyl group by alkyl group or aryl group. Next, these are also considered as derivatives of water and obtained by replacing both the hydrogen atoms by alkyl group or aryl group. So this is about what is ether. Next, we study nomenclature of ether and application of ether. Yes, in the beginning only I told use of ether. So ethers, they are used mainly as a solvent in industries. There is a ether extraction of some organic compounds. It is also said to be solvent extraction. And as an anesthetic agent in minor surgery, one can use ether. Okay. And in many named reactions such as Grignard synthesis, Wurz reaction, fatigue reaction, Wurz fatigue reaction. In all these reactions, we need as a medium dry ether, and dry ether is nothing but ROR compound. There is a diethyl. Usually diethyl ether is used. Okay. Next, even in as a refrigerant also you can use as a refrigerant. Next, its nomenclature: CS3O CS3, C2H5O C2H5, CS3O C2H5. Written two simple ethers and one mixed ether, or two symmetrical ether and one unsymmetrical ether. And it's how to give the names. There is a IUPAC nomenclature, means nomenclature of compounds. According to IUPAC system and according to common system, we can give the names. But in common name, first you have to write alkyl group names. Alkyl group name followed by ether. Now methyl, two times dimethyl, then last word ether in common system. Therefore, this is named as dimethyl ether as common name. Next, ethyl, two times, there is a diethyl ether. Ethyl, methyl, ether means last time using word ether. Okay, but first alkyl group or aryl group name followed by name of ether in common system. Next, in IUPAC system, yes, this is named as alkoxy alkane. Alkoxy alkane. But alkane part long chain. Therefore, alkoxy part short chain, means which contain less number of carbon. Here, both are equal. Not necessary to follow this method. There is a smaller alkyl group, but here one side smaller alkyl group and other side larger. If carbons are less in alkyl group, that is taken as alkoxy. And long chain, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 5 carbon, 10 carbon, yes, that is named as alkane. But remember, alkoxy group, smaller group. Alkoxy group, smaller group. Okay. Then now, according to this rule, alkoxy alkane. Now see here, methoxy, 1 carbon methoxy methane. What is the IUPAC name of dimethyl ether? Yes, you right answer, methoxy methane. Next, IUPAC name of diethyl ether, ethoxy ethane. Then IUPAC name of ethyl methyl ether. Then it is named as methoxy ethane, but not ethoxy methane. It is named as methoxy ethane, but not as ethoxy methane because of smaller group. If it is smaller group, yes, you take this one as alkoxy group. Okay, I will give you a table which covers important formulas, and there I will tell you formulas of ethers, then common name and IUPAC name. But that table important, practice well. compound, common name, IUPAC name. You have to write formulas of compound. There is ether, then write a common name and IUPAC name. Simplest ether, CS3OCS3. Second, C2H5OC2H5. Third, CS3O CS2CH2CH3. Fourth, CS3O CHCH3CH3. Then fifth, CS3O C2H5. Yes, all these are alkyl ethers and all are important. Now first use common system and would write what alkyl group name first followed by ether. Okay, dimethyl ether. First compound dimethyl ether. Then second ethyl ethyl 2 times diethyl ether. Diethyl ether. Then third, yes, one side 3 carbon, other side 1 carbon. If 3 carbon onwards, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there you have to use straight chain, normal, and branch chain iso. So this is N propyl, normal propyl. This is P, it is M, methyl propyl. Now arrange these in the alphabetical order. Yes, M first, P afterwards. Therefore, methyl phenyl. Don't say, methyl propyl, but don't say it is propyl methyl. Even in common system, you have to arrange in alphabetical order. Okay. Now this is said to be methyl propyl, but this is N. Methyl N propyl ether. Methyl N propyl ether. Next, methyl, but this is isopropyl because carbon is branched. Then it is said to be isopropyl, but don't say I. It is P again. So therefore, it is called methyl isopropyl ether. Methyl isopropyl ether. Then this one. One is ethyl, second is methyl. E first, then M. Therefore, it is ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether. Okay, these are common names. Next, IUPAC names depend on the carbon number and as alkoxy alkane. Now smaller group taken as alkoxy group. Okay. Here both side equal. Then methoxy. Methoxy, 1 carbon, methane. Methoxy methane. Next, same ethoxy ethane. Ethoxy ethane. Third, yes, instead of N propyl, you have to write numbers 1, 2, 3. Only long chain, that carbon chain is numbered. Now 1 methoxy, last number prop, but count only these. 1 methoxy propane. 1 methoxy propane. Third, 1 methoxy propane. 1 methoxy propane. Next, compound number 4, numbering, but don't write 1, 2. From any one end you write number. Therefore, 1, 2, O. 1, 2, O. Both are equal. Okay, 2 methoxy, last 3 propane. 2 methoxy propane. 2 methoxy propane. Next, ethoxy methane, methoxy ethane. So correct name methoxy ethane, but not ethoxy methane. This is methoxyethane. Methoxyethane. So it is better you copy all the structures, common name, IUPAC name, then now read other examples by referring any complete examples. Next, other examples. Compound number 6, CH3O CH2 CH2 CH CH3 CH3 7 CH3 CH2 O CH2 CH CH3 CH3 8 CH3 taken thrice CO CH2 CH3. Now see here compound nomenclature. Here total carbons 1 2 3 4 5. Here 1 5 carbon, this is a long chain, this is short chain, therefore it is called methoxy, not pentoxy. Okay, therefore numbering from this end, but total carbons are 5, but one is branch chain, therefore it is called isopentyl. P M methyl, again methyl first, MNOP, M first, therefore it is called methyl isopentyl ether. Methyl isopentyl ether. Its IUPAC name, see here, 1 methoxy 3 methyl butane. Alkoxy alkane, first alkoxy, 1 methoxy 3 methyl butane. 1 methoxy 3 methyl butane. 1 methoxy 3 methyl butane. Next, again same type. Here 2 carbon, here 4 carbons. The numbering only for longer chain, 1 2 3. 1 ethoxy, but don't write what, isobutoxyethane, or 2 methyl propoxyethane. That is also wrong, but here smaller group is this side, hence it is called ethoxy. 1 ethoxy 2 methyl propane. Next, common name 4 carbon but, then branch isobutyl, it is ethyl. E and M, sorry, B first, therefore isobutyl ethyl ether. Isobutyl ethyl ether. Then IUPAC name 1 ethoxy 2 methyl propane. 1 ethoxy 2 methyl propane. To methyl propane. Next, if a structure is given like this, then split it, because you have to give the numbers, then this is equal to CH3C CH3. It is called tertiary butyl group. O CH2 CH3. Tertiary butyl B. This is ethyl E, therefore this one first, T-butyl, ethyl ether. Tertiary butyl ethyl ether, that is the common name. Next, IUPAC name of these. First, second, third one. Okay. Carbon number 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, all are equal. Then 2-ethoxy, 2-methyl, 2-ethoxy, this is 2 carbon, ethoxy, 2-ethoxy, 2-methyl, propane, carbon 3, propane, therefore it is called 2-ethoxy, 2-methyl, 3 carbons, propane. Then other examples. Nine. C6H5O CH2 6 times CS3. 10. C6H5O CH2 CS3. 11. Benzene ring or C6H5 OCS3. C6H5 OCS3. 12. OC2H5. All are ethers, and all these are indicated as mixed ethers or unsymmetrical ethers. Now try to give its common name and IUPAC names. 7 carbon heptyl, straight chain normal heptyl, this one phenyl, P and H first, then P, therefore it is called N-heptyl phenyl. C6H5 group named as a phenyl group. N-heptyl phenyl ether. N-heptyl phenyl ether. Then it is IUPAC name. See here. 7 carbon, 6 carbon. Yes, longer chain this one. Don't take this one as alkoxy. Smaller chain 6. Therefore it is called phenoxy. 1 phenoxy heptane. Because 7 carbon total heptane, but position 1 contain alkoxy. There is a phenoxy group or aryloxy group. Therefore it is called 1 phenoxy. 1 phenoxy heptane. 1 phenoxy heptane. Then here, one side isobutyl group, other side phenyl group. This side 4 carbon, this side 6 carbon. Therefore it is called alkoxy group, this side, not here. Therefore, 1, 2, 3. 1 phenoxy, 2-methyl propoxy. 2-methyl propoxy benzene. 2-methyl propoxy benzene. Because this group you have to name first, 2-methyl. But don't say 1 isobutoxy, that is wrong. Okay, so it is a 2-methyl 1-propoxy, two-methyl, 1-propoxy, last benzene. Two-methyl, 1-propoxy, benzene. That but common name isobutyl phenyl. Therefore, it is isobutyl phenyl ether. Isobutyl phenyl ether. Okay. So nomenclature of this one means ether somewhat difficult. Better you practice all the examples plus other examples given in any NEET or CET books. Next, common name for these two important common name ring OCS3 or C6H5 OCS3. It is called anisole. It is said to be anisole. And common name anisole methyl phenyl or phenyl methyl MNOP. M first methyl phenyl ether. It is also said to be methyl phenyl ether. It is called methyl phenyl ether or methyl aryl ether. Next, IUPAC name as alkoxy alkane, alkoxy, methoxy, phenoxy. Here 1 carbon, 6 carbon. So it is taken as methoxy, not phenoxy. Then it is called methoxybenzene. Methoxybenzene. So in organic chemistry, very important part is nomenclature. If you know formula is common name, IUPAC name, then you can study reactions. Okay. Next, this compound number 12, it is called phenetol. It is said to be phenetol. And common name, one more common name, ethyl phenyl what? Ether. This is ethyl group, it is phenyl group. Ethyl phenyl ether. See the difference? Methoxybenzene, anisole. Ethoxybenzene, not anisole, it is said to be phenetol, right? Phenetol. Now it is ethoxy. C2H5O is ethoxy. Next is benzene. Ethoxybenzene. So these are aromatic ethers, mixed ether, aromatic ether. We get in one more question. Give an example of aromatic ether. So write better anisole. What is the IUPAC name of anisole? Write methoxybenzene. Right? Methoxybenzene. Okay. Next, other examples. Thirteenth example, CH3O, CH2, CH2O, CH3. Now ROR, it is a diether, but there is no common name for this. Write direct IUPAC name. Yes, 1, 2, carbon chain is this one. 1 methoxy, 2 methoxy. Two times methoxy group repeated. Therefore, it is called 1, 2 dimethoxy ethane. See here, 1 methoxy, 2 methoxy. Therefore, name 1, 2 dimethoxy. Yes, 2 carbons ethane. It is called 1, 2 dimethoxy ethane. 1, 2 dimethoxy ethane. Then 14th, yes, ROR. It is a ether. This compound belongs to ether. Then numbering here di substituted. It is alkoxy group. Preference given to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it is called 2-ethoxy 1,1 methyl dimethyl 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. It's right only IUPAC name. In such cases 2-ethoxy 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. 2-ethoxy 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. 2-ethoxy 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Then 15. NO2 group and ether group, when you compare, here also monosubstitution, but preference given to ether than NO2. Therefore, it is called 1-ethoxy 2-nitro. What? 1-ethoxy 2-nitro cyclohexane. 1-ethoxy 2-nitro cyclohexane. Yes, I gave 15 examples. It is enough. Even you can refer any books. You can get examples, you can correct and write more examples under nomenclature. But minimum you have to practice at least first 8 to 10 examples. Okay, all are important. Practice well this table. Okay. Next, here I covered what are ethers, how are they classified, and how to name ethers according to common name and IUPAC system, or common system and IUPAC system. Next, we will study how to prepare ethers, preparation of ether, mechanisms, then physical property, chemical property. Okay. Preparation of ethers. First method 1, from alcohols. Alcohol reaction is called topic. When alcohol is heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergoes a dehydration to form alkene. With mechanism I explained, but today you will study once again about alcohol, then ethers. Okay. Best example, you take ethyl alcohol. Now we will use concentrated sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid same. There is in all the 3 beakers. There are 3 beaker 1, beaker 2, beaker 3. In all the 3 beaker, sulfuric acid and alcohol is taken. But here quantity 1:1, and in second case 140 degree, 2:1. Here 1:2, 170 degree. In sulfuric acid, first one alcohol, second one sulfuric acid. In first example, 1 test tube ethyl alcohol and 1 test tube sulfuric acid and no heating. Here normal temperature, no heating. Then see what you get. Ethyl hydrogen sulfate, we get a salt. C2S5, HSO4, H plus and OH equal to H2O. Means here also there is removal of water, but we get salt. Ethyl hydrogen sulfate, or in general alkyl hydrogen sulfate is formed. Next, second, at 140 degree we get C2H5O, C2H5. Excess alcohol heated with concentrated sulfuric acid at 140 degree. Again it lose S2, dehydration occur. Yes, we get ether. Then 170 degree at higher temperature, but sulfuric acid 2 part. Excess sulfuric acid heated with alcohol or ethyl alcohol, it can give CS2 double bond CS2. Ethene, ethanol to ethene. Therefore, OHH removed. Therefore, it is called elimination. Last reaction, elimination. Second reaction, substitution. This H replaced by alkoxy group. That is called substitution. Substitution, this one elimination, and this one formation of a salt. Okay. Now, in previous topic, that is alcohol topic, there I told how to convert ethanol to ethane with the mechanism explained. Just like protonation of alcohol, loss of water, carbocation is formed, then loss of beta hydrogen to give alkene. Like that. Here also I will explain how to convert ethanol to diethyl ether. It is there in the syllabus, but there is a question. How do you convert ethanol to ethoxyethane and write the equation? But don't write like this equation. You write clearly how to convert that ethanol to what? Diethyl ether. Okay. Now take ethanol C2H5OH 2 moles concentrated sulfuric acid, temperature 140 degree. 2 moles of ethyl alcohol or ethanol, sulfuric acid concentrated, but don't write dilute, it should be concentrated sulfuric acid at 140 degree. It undergoes a dehydration, S2O is removed, then we get C2H5O, C2H5 plus S2O. And this S2O absorbed by whom? Concentrated sulfuric acid. It acts as a dehydrating agent. Then we get a compound called ether, diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. Diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. Okay. Ethanol to diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. But this method, alcohol method, is used to prepare only symmetrical ethers. We cannot prepare unsymmetrical ethers by this method. We can prepare unsymmetrical ether by a method called Williamson's ether synthesis. That I will tell you afterwards. Regarding Williamson's ether synthesis, first I will complete using alcohol. See what happens. Alcohol. Then here primary alcohol is used. Then if it is secondary alcohol, tertiary alcohol, you don't get ether. There we get alkenes. Secondary alcohol gives alkene. Tertiary alcohol also gives alkene, but you don't get ethers. Okay. To get ether, you have to use compulsorily primary alcohol like methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, propyl alcohol, butyl alcohol, but they must be normal. N-butyl alcohol, N-propyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol, N-pentyl alcohol, but don't use iso or don't consider secondary butyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol, then isopropyl alcohol. They are not used. If you use such chemicals or such compound, they undergo what? Elimination reaction to give alkene. Elimination reaction to give alkene. And that follows SN1 mechanism. But conversion of ethanol to diethyl ether follows SN2 mechanism. See what is that SN2 mechanism in case of ethers. Okay. But SN2, SN1 in detail with the mechanisms I explained in Hello Alkane topic, and that one you will repeat once again what is meant by SN1, SN2 mechanisms. See in SN1 what happened? C-Cl CS3 taken thrice. Tertiary butyl chloride gives CS3 thrice C plus and Cl minus. Means carbocation is formed. In SN1 carbocation is formed and further they undergo substitution to give product. If carbocation is for stable carbocation is formed, SN1 favored. Okay. Next SN2 CS3Cl and OH ion, nucleophilic attack. But here attack of nucleophile and ejection of halide ion takes place simultaneously and it can form Yes, here inversion of configuration occur, but important thing, attack of nucleophile ejection of radium takes place simultaneously, that is in SN2. But it is possible in case of primary what alkyl halides. Primary alcohol, primary alkyl halide, yes, they can undergo SN2. Secondary alcohol, secondary alkyl halide, tertiary alcohol, tertiary alkyl halide, they can undergo hydrolysis by SN1. If it is alcohol, elimination possible with secondary, tertiary, and substitution with primary alcohols. Okay. Now apply this method for alcohols. Now we will explain conversion of ethyl alcohol to diethyl ether. Ethyl alcohol is a primary alcohol, hence that follows SN2 mechanism. Isopropyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol, SN1, but there we get alkene, you don't get ether. Yes, one can convert alcohol to ether only when alcohol taken is primary alcohol, right? Now write a mechanism of conversion of ethyl alcohol to diethyl ether. Mechanism of conversion of ethanol to ethoxyethane. Ethanol to ethoxyethane or ethyl alcohol to diethyl ether. Then step 1. Protonation of ethanol. Protonation of ethanol. But in the conversion of alcohol to ether, yes, you have to take excess of alcohol and a limited quantity of sulfuric acid. Then only we get ether. If sulfuric acid is more quantity and heated at about 170 degree or more than 150 degree, then we get alkene, you don't get ether. To prepare ethers, yes, you have to maintain temperature around less than 150 degree, around 140 degree. And ethanol can be converted into ether by using constant sulfuric acid as catalyst or deheating agent, which is named as mineral acid. It is also called as mineral acid. Ethanol structure CH3CH2OH. This is ethanol plus H plus gives rise to, even you can write a reversible sign, because all these mechanisms involve reversible. Then the electron pair on O means alcohol behave as a Lewis base. It can donate electron pair to proton. This proton from sulfuric acid. Now alcohol get protonated because of electron pair on the oxygen. Therefore we get CH3CH2OH plus. Then it is called oxonium salt or oxonium ion. Or protonated alcohol. It is said to be protonated alcohol. Next. Then step 2. Nucleophilic attack. In case of nucleophilic attack, see what happened, and this follows SN2 mechanism. It follows SN2 mechanism. Now see, in SN2 mechanism what happened? Now CH3CH2OH, CH3CH2OH. This structure I written here, and one more ethyl alcohol molecule, because in this mechanism alcohol is more, but in alcohol to ethene, there I told water is more. Sulfuric acid, protonation and loss of proton, etc. There I told, but here important, alcohol is more, but there sulfuric acid is more. Okay. Next, this nucleophile attacks on the, see here, carbon containing oxygen, carbon containing carbon, carbon containing oxygen. But where this O can attack or electron pair can attack, it can attack at the carbon which contain O. Then when it slowly attacks on the C with O, and now it loses or it is ejected. As H2O with bond it moves. Now it become neutral, minus plus equal to 0. There is neutral, H2O is formed, and to this it can attack. Now see what happened. It can form SN2 mechanism. It can give CH3, CH2, O, H plus CH2, CH3. See here, CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3. But this carry positive charge because after losing electron pair, this carry positive charge. Now it is called protonated ether. That is said to be protonated because ether ROR is obtained already, and it is called protonated ether. And last step is loss of proton. But now see here, in first step alcohol, second step alcohol, third also alcohol. Sorry, that shows excess of alcohol is required to convert what alcohol into ether. And see here how this proton can be removed again by use of what alcohol. And alcohol contain electron pair. They can attract H plus from the what protoned alcohol to give a diethyl ether. Okay. Then last step, step 3. Loss of proton. This is ethanol, oxonium ion, protonated ether. Okay, this also protonated alcohol or oxonium ion. Last is writing the equation using last one more molecule. CH3, CH2, CH2, OH plus CH2, CH3 plus CH3, CH2, OH. Yes. This H plus attracted by electron pair, or electron pair adds to H plus, and this one neutralize, and plus minus cancel, and we get 2 lone pairs again. Then now it can produce CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH3 plus CH3, CH2, OH, H, protonated ether, sorry, protonated alcohol, and this is ether, means diethyl ether, or ethoxyethane. So I explained here how to convert ethanol to ethoxyethane. It is by 3 steps. Step 1, protonation of ethanol, and step 2, nucleophilic attack of that second molecule of ethanol on protonated what alcohol, and that follows SN2 mechanism. Then attack and ejection occur simultaneously. That is said to be SN2 mechanism. Then finally, yes, it loses proton to another molecule of alcohol, and finally it gives what diethyl ether or ethoxyethane. So this is about one method I told how to convert alcohol to ether. But one point to remember, primary alcohol by dehydration can give ether. Condition, alcohol should be more and sulfuric acid less, temperature 140 degree. If it is more than 140 degree or 150, 160, etc., and same primary alcohol can be changed into what alkene, that also undergo dehydration. But here preference given to what? Dehydration, not elimination reaction from the same molecule. Here 2 molecules required, ethanol, 2 molecule. But in case of SN1, only 1 molecule required. Protonation, then loss of H2O, and beta H removed, then we get alkene. But here we use 2 moles of ethanol and convert into diethyl ether, and loss of H2O occur. So this type we can study from alcohol, yes, how to convert into ethers. So in the next class or next video, I will explain preparation of ethers by what Williamson's method or Williamson's ether synthesis and other points. Okay, thank you.